Hello and welcome back to the Village Live. Listen, it's been a day, but we are excited about our guest today. Again, we are kicking off Women's History Month by inviting some very special guests.
Who are the guests?
We have some female entrepreneurs who are doing it big. All right, they're going to tell us some tricks and tips and advice on how we can have work-life balance, the power of collaborating, and all that good stuff, right? So we want to hear about their journey to entrepreneurship, right? So grab your pen and paper because we're going to take notes. Again, welcome to the Village. We are here to inspire teachers and educators to be the best that they can be. I'm your girl, Dr. Roz.
And I'm Coach Williams, y'all.
So again, welcome to the Village. So again, come on, guests. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hey everyone, so excited to be here.
Hello.
I so appreciate all of you. We've had some technical difficulties today, so all of you who are tuning in, listen, technology was not our friend today, but I appreciate our guests for hanging in there with us. So I'm going to start by allowing our guests to introduce themselves and then tell us why is it important for us to pause and celebrate Women's History Month. So I'm going to start with Miss Bijanette. Introduce yourself and welcome to the Village. This is a first timer to the Village.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be a part of the Village. Actually, in college, I lived in a dorm called the Village, so this is timer. This is perfect. Full circle, right? Full circle.
That's the Lord.
Okay. I'm Bijanette Kareem. I'm an educator, author, equity advocate, and founder of BK International Education Consultancy. And we have a social good mission. And it's simply put, is to amplify education equity by building educators' capacity to create and sustain innovative learning spaces. And so while I'm so excited that it is Women's History Month, it's so important that women are honored because women are pioneers of supporting communities through social innovation. And so it's only essential and right that we honor past and present women trailblazers. So I'm excited to be here.
Awesome. And then we have some folks who are coming back to the Village, our Village elders. They are no strangers to us. These are some of my sheroes, people that I look up to. So welcome back, Dr. Tashika Green.
Hello, Dr. Roz and Coach Williams. It's great to be here. Thank you again for the invite and to be here today. My name is Dr. Tashika L. Green. I am the president, CEO, founder of To Everything There Is a Season, where we provide personal, professional leadership and educational development to organizations as well as individuals to help them to maximize their greatest potential. I'm excited to be here. Not only am I a consultant and a coach, but also an author. I was just named the 2022 Maryland American Mother of the Year. And so now I'm presented with the opportunity to be the National Mother of the Year. And I do so much. And, I just enjoy what I do. I'm passionate about the work and excited to share this platform with such great ladies tonight. And it's so important for us to celebrate Women's History Month as we embrace the theme of 2022, which is providing healing and promoting hope as we continue to go through, the pandemic, and we go through things that we're going through right now as women. We have to be there for each other. I always say that we are all we have. We are all we have, and we have to see each other, and we have to provide that hope and promote the healing and give the inspiration so that we can let them know that you can make it. You are courageous and you can do this. And so this year, I'm excited about celebrating women, have some great things happening that I'll share later. But again, thank you for this opportunity, and I celebrate you guys as well.
Oh, thank you.
And congratulations.
Yes, awesome. I told y'all they're doing big things. All right.
Gotta join the Village.
Yes.
You do big things too.
And then welcome back, Dr. Porter, another one of my sheroes.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for the invite. Thank you for having me again. I am Sharon H Porter, the storyteller of educators, authors, and entrepreneurs. As the editor-in-chief of Vision and Purpose Lifestyle magazine, the host of the I Am Dr. Sharon show, CEO and founder of SHP Media and Broadcasting, as well as Perfect Time SHP Publishing, my mission is to elevate the voices of others. And this is through print, digital, and broadcast media. I think it is so incredibly important that we recognize Women's History Month because we need to bring awareness to the many amazing things that women contribute to this world. It is really about representation. Women need to be in all spaces. So I'm excited for tonight. Thank you.
Awesome. And I believe Miss Bijane Kareem had to jump off, but I do want to toot her horn because she does some amazing work helping educators find grants and different opportunities to spread literacy in all the different schools, making sure that educators and parents and different programs have the funding to support literacy programs. Wow. So I'm really excited about that. So we're going to invite her back to the village, definitely. So one of the things, again, that we want to pause and celebrate our past female trailblazers. I want to hear from you guys. Who are some of the people that you look up to that kind of inspire you to be an entrepreneur and to do all the great things that you guys are doing? So I'll start with Dr. Grant.
Absolutely. So, I tell my journey all the time. And so with that being said, one person that really inspired me the most was my mom. All of my work was birthed out of my mom. I tell everybody that, my purpose was birthed out of pain. My mom was 53 years old. She died away with stage 4 cancer. She was diagnosed in February 2010. 30 days later, she had passed away. And my mom was going to school at the time, pursuing her doctorate in business administration. So she had received her BA in business administration. She received her master's in business administration, but she didn't receive that at an early age. She actually sacrificed so that she could raise her children, so that she could see us become, and then she went back to school at an older age. And so with that being said, when my mom passed away, she called me into her room and she said simply, "You inspired me." And I said, wow. I inspired you. No, you inspired me. And then we began to have this dialogue about how we inspire each other and how the work needs to continue and things of that nature. And so really, if I have one inspiration, it was my mom. She passed this mantle on to me. I had no idea what being an entrepreneur was about. At that time, I believe I was a principal at an elementary school in Anne Arundel County, Maryland. I was pregnant with my daughter. And so that's all I was focused on. All I knew was just education. That's it, right? And so with my mom having that business mentality and had that mantle, she passed it on to me. And so all I did was embrace that and then looked at my gift and my talent and how I can use that, not on a micro scale, but on a macro scale so that I can impact the world globally. And so that was my inspiration, really, when it comes to why I do the things that I do each and every day.
Wow.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Definitely. Dr. Porter.
Absolutely. So my inspiration is not a woman at all, but 3 little girls. And they are my great nieces, age 11, 7, and 2. And I look at them each and every day, and I want them to know that they can do and be anything that they choose to be. Because, I heard that as a young girl, but guess what? I didn't believe it. And so it is my duty, it is my responsibility to make sure that they believe, not only they hear that they can do and be anything, but they know deep down inside that whatever they put their mind to, their focus on, and their heart desire, they actually can achieve that. And that's why I do what it is that I do, just for them, those 3 little girls.
Wow, I think it's so ironic that, you said that you were told that and you didn't believe it, and now here you are and you want to be that inspiration to your nieces. But think about the inspiration that you are to everyone that you've come in contact with. That's powerful. I think about when Dr. Raj, that's my big sister, when she started this journey, I didn't see myself as even taking that step. I was like, I'm gonna play the background. I can't do that. I didn't see it. And now being involved in the village and working with you ladies and just seeing everything is kind of forced me to kind of say, I think I can do this. So just think you're impacting me right now, and I can only imagine how many other people you guys are impacting.
Awesome. And I told you they're my shiro. Listen, because I actually met Dr. Green at one of Dr. Porter's book launches. I don't know if you remember that, Dr. Porter.
Yes.
And I was like, who are these awesome women?
Yes.
And I was raised to get a good job and be the best that I can be at my job, and then you retire, right? So the word entrepreneur was not bounced around. And again, I have a lot of educators in my family, so being a teacher was, the grand prize. You've won. And that's it. And then you work 30, 40 years and you retire. And my aunt Rosalind, who I'm named after, she did just that. She worked maybe 30 plus years in the Norfolk public school system, and then she retired. My godmother, same thing. So I want to hear from you. Tell us a little bit about that journey, how you took that leap into entrepreneurship. What were some of your challenges and, success? Give us some tips as we, start our journey. So I'm going to start with Dr. Porter this time. Tell us a little bit about, you do a lot. So you're a principal, you do all these things.
I do.
How do we do what we do?
Oh my God, I do. But you know what? And very much like you all have said, I did not start this journey thinking I was going to be an entrepreneur, right? That was not, I'm an educator by profession, and that's what my focus was. But something happened. It actually was authorship. That was the first thing. Probably maybe 15 years ago, I was invited to be a contributing author in a collaboration book. And something happened after that. I could not stop, literally. I could not stop. And I continued writing, but then that's when other people, wanted me to help them write, and which is how my publishing firm started. And so it was people coming to me asking me to help them. I'm like, okay, I can actually do a business with this. And that's exactly how entrepreneurship came. After I started writing and publishing books, I enjoyed, because I actually took a back seat to writing. I enjoyed letting others tell their stories. That's why I always say I'm a storyteller of others. I want to elevate and amplify others. That's just who I am. I am a backseat person. And I don't mind doing that. So I get my passion from letting others shine. And so that's how entrepreneurship started for me. And I have not looked back. And one thing led to another. After the publishing books came the talk shows. And then after the talk shows, I stopped. I said, okay, I need to put other people on. And so even now I have 4 or 5 talk shows that I'm not even on, but that I help produce. And that's because I want to amplify and elevate the voices of others. And so all of this is really about storytelling for me. The magazine, same thing, came out for wanting to feature and highlight the amazing things that are going on around this country. Again, storytelling. And so that's where my entrepreneurship bit me, is in elevating others.
Awesome. The spirit of service and giving back. I love it. Helping others. That's what women do.
Right. And look, the entrepreneurship just found her.
Exactly. So, Dr. Green, again, you are a mother. You do so much. So how, how do you navigate that journey and also being a wife and a mother and a great leader in the community? How do you do it all?
Absolutely. And so along with the mother aspect, I actually homeschool my children. So not only my mother, I homeschool my children. I operate in my business full time. And I was just sharing this with a client before we got on, that I'm currently working with 16 teams across 4 different states. And the work that I do at the university level, 2 different projects I do with them, and then 1 I teach a class. So with that being said, people do ask me, how do you do it all? And I always tell them that love is my motivation and love will make me endure. I always let everybody know that education is my calling, teaching is my gift, inspiring is my passion, and serving is my purpose. And so and I'm never busy. I do not use the word busy. Everything I do is purposeful and intentional. And so even with my entrepreneur journey, when I started in 2010, actually, it came from writing a book. My first book I ever wrote was To Everything There's a Season. I never wrote that book to be an author. I didn't even care if it had mistakes. I wrote it because I needed some healing when my mother passed away. And when I prayed and asked God to help me, he said to write. So it was therapeutic. But through my writing, To Everything There's a Season, it birthed so much. Because when people read it, they told me how much it inspired them and they needed it. And from that point on, it just evolved into what people like to call me now, a serial entrepreneur. Because at this point, it's like, Dr. Sharon, like, okay, let's do it. If we don't see an answer, let's be the answer. And that's how I look at it, that if you don't see what you're looking for, you be that answer that other need. And so with that being said, not only have I did this journey, you talk about my family, there's no such thing as balance. Balance means that you give things equal parts, right? So how do I give my work the same part that I'm giving my husband? How do I give, my service that I give to others the same that I'm giving to my children? No, that can never happen. So what I do is I like to blend and I like to put up boundaries. No is a complete sentence. So it's easy for me to say no, and I'm not going to do something right now. And then also when I say blend, I include my family in the work that I do. So even my daughter at a young age was an entrepreneur. She started I Am a Cutie, Queen in Training. And that was birthed out of an experience when she was being bullied in school. My husband is an entrepreneur. He birthed, which is called Signature. Let your name start the conversation and I end the conversation, where he goes to speak to past felons and people that think that just because, I did what they said, I'm not who they say I am. God has a future for me. And so we brought it all together because we learned that a family that sews together grows together. And so in every attribute, I say my husband is not only my partner for life, but he's my partner in business. And so with that being said, I blend everything together. I set up boundaries, and every aspect of my life has been something that I have taken and said, how can I help others and how can I be an answer to what others need?
See, once again, service. And what I hear as well, and I love what you're saying, Dr. Green, you can't give, when we talk about the word balance, it doesn't mean equal part, the equal amount of time, the equal amount of energy, right? I love that. But purpose as well. And it's, one of the things that I hear, again, service and love, you're just pouring that out. You're giving back and giving of yourself and pouring into others. So, when that is your gift, right, then that's your business. And so many people don't think about that. And I love what you're saying, that naturally your business was formed because you were serving others, you were giving, you were supporting, you were encouraging, you were inspiring. And guess what? A business happened.
Exactly.
And so one of the things that the village is all about is about networking and collaborating. So I want to talk about that because, again, I met you guys at an event where you guys were working together. And I've learned so much from you guys, even just from watching, tuning into your lives, your shows, and everything that you're doing. I'm just watching, taking notes. So I want to hear about that, the power of collaborating and networking and learning from other people. So talk about that, Dr. Porter.
Yeah, first of all, one thing that we have to understand is we can learn from everyone. And you have to take away something from everyone that you meet, whether it's what you should do or what you shouldn't do, right? And so we can learn from everyone. So I'm a proponent, I'm an advocate for networking and collaboration. Dr. Green said something very important. It has to be intentional though, because you can't work with everybody. You cannot. And I'm going to say that again. You cannot work with it. It's almost like a marriage. You need to find out about it and I'm speaking from experience. First of all, you have to be able to understand that can I collaborate and partner with this person or this entity? Because when you're in business, it is serious, right? And so if your ways are not the same or not compatible, it's not going to work. So that's the first thing. Don't just jump into partnership with anyone.
Right.
Find out if you're compatible. You know, that dating thing before you marry, like that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. And so,
get a few entrepreneurs.
right, absolutely. Absolutely. But even then, even if you do happen upon a partnership or collaboration that doesn't work, know when it's time to go. As Dr. Frazier say, bless them and release them, right? It's simple as that. As simple as that. And so that's really like, that's a nugget to my heart, because I know we spend a lot of time, we spend a lot of money, we spend a lot of everything trying to build our businesses. And so I just want people out there to know that collaboration is everything, but you can't collaborate with everyone. I just have to say that.
Love them and release them.
Love it. Dr. Green.
Absolutely, absolutely. What Sharon just said, you know, I was just sharing this the other day that everybody's intentions are not good intentions.
That's right.
And so when you look at people, when I think about your intentions are after the heart of things. So it's after, you know, it's protecting my dream. It's surrounding yourself and nurturing me and helping me to articulate what I see. And so you have to really find that heart of the person to see if this is the one that I should be collaborating with and connecting with. And so with that being said, again, I go back to love is my motivation, but you also love people to victory. And so if you're going to love me to victory, you're going to make sure that you create that environment and that space and put things in place so that we can get there together. It's not I, but it's we. And so, and it's funny you said that's this question, because this year in 2022, my mantra is a dream manifested is a kept promise. Keep your promise to you. Simply meaning that whatever promise that you made for yourself, keep it. And if you had a promise in 21 that didn't manifest, go get it. If you didn't have one in 2020, go get it. But this time when you go get it, make sure you take someone with you that can help you to articulate it. And ever since I started that mantra on January 1, every work that I had to do, I've collaborated with people, or somebody say, I know somebody that can get you there. Yeah. So the power of collaboration is so important. But like Dr. Sharon said, you can't collaborate with everybody, because everybody doesn't have good intentions and they don't understand your vision. And so you need to make sure that you have people there that can not even understand it, but can help you to articulate it.
Yes, and respect it, you know.
And respect it. That's right, Sharon.
Definitely. That was a mouthful. I hope you guys are taking notes.
I was taking notes.
I'm into
that
it.
Part
but listen, one of the things that I love, we talk about power of collaboration, but then also, you know, investing in yourself, right? And really, you know, professional development, training, coaching, mentorship. Like there's certain things that you need to invest in. So, you know, it's really important. People don't want to spend that time or money or that investment to really develop themselves.
They'll pour into other people.
But you do got to take the time and sometimes money to make sure that you are growing, that you're learning, sharpening your skills as well. So Dr. Porter, can you talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. And I would have to say, for me personally, the time investment is one of the most important ones, because a lot of the skills that I've learned, a lot of the things that I do in my business now is self-taught. And so it took time to do that, right? And so you have to sometimes, and like now at this certain level, now I've spent the time, now it's time to spend the money, because you can only go so far being self-taught. And I do recognize that, right? And so if you have any desire to elevate yourself, there is going to be an investment, and mainly time and money. Those are the two. Now, I'm going back, not that I'm skeptical of everybody, but again, you can't be dishing out your coins to everybody. You cannot be doing. But I'm saying this because people are so easily to attach to something that's shiny, right? Everything that shines ain't, everything glitter ain't gold, right? And so you have to take the time, do the references, see their testimonials, talk to the people that they've worked with. Everybody now is a coach. Everybody is a coach, okay? So you've got to do your due diligence to find out, okay, what are you coaching and how are you coaching? And is it going to benefit me, right? And so I'm not knocking the coaching. I'm not knocking it at all, because all you need to do is be one step ahead of someone to help them. Please understand that. But if I'm paying out thousands and thousands of dollars, you're going to have to be more than one step So I'm just saying, so it's up to us because we will run ourselves into a rabbit hole, pouring out this money trying to develop ourselves. When a lot of times, if you just stop and connect with other people, that don't mind shouldering together and learning some things, you can learn a lot. So and it's not always money out there, because you can find good people. You can find a cohort of a group of individuals who you all can learn together. Your skills, my skills, let's exchange. Let's do this.
Definitely.
So, investment is important, but just be mindful of what you're investing.
Awesome. Great advice. Dr. Green.
Yes. So in the process of becoming, and as you are doing your work, one thing that I always like to say is that you should be growing as well. So even with Dr. Sharon said that, if you're with someone and you're in the same place you were the year before, no, let's say you was in the same place you were 30 days before, not even a year, then you're not growing and you're not getting better. And so you need to, like Dr. Sharon said, time is money. So you need to first think about the time and think about where you're putting your investment and then the return on your investment. That am I in the same place where I was 30 days ago, or have I further along? And so, yes, definitely grow in the process, learn in the process, but please be cognizant of who you are pouring your time and money into. Everybody, like Dr. Sharon says, that glows is not good for you. And so, you again go back to intentions. Is their intentions really for you to become, or is it for them to just get rich? Let's just keep it real, right? I'm a truth person. Okay, I don't. So when you think
that's about people we rock with,
exactly. So look at that, and then you always say this: surround yourself with people that are masters at their craft. Because everybody that's talking about what they're talking about may not be masters at their craft. They could go and they can learn it and they can apply knowledge, but are they masters at their craft? Show me the proof. If you're in school improvement, show me the proof about how many schools you improved. If you're a real coach, how many people have you helped to get a business?
Absolutely.
Dr. Sharon has no problems. I know I'm gonna send people to her when I'm not being able to publish a book for them, because she is evidence and results driven, right? That she has books published, and not only published, but they bestsellers. Okay, so surround yourself with people that are masters at their crafts, and don't take advice from everybody. I just was sharing with somebody today. Make sure that it's a God idea and not a good idea, and a God opportunity, not a good opportunity. Because every idea and opportunity may not be for you. It may be something to set you up, and you don't even know what's ahead. And I didn't share this, but another part of my entrepreneur business, because I was an educator in a commercial organization for almost 18 years. And then I got to a point where there was some transition that took place. And I actually call it a violent interruption to align me back to the plan and purpose for my life. And so with that being said, in 2018, I was given the opportunity to go into full entrepreneurship. And so when this violent interruption in my life happened, and it was like, well, what are you going to do now? And I said, you know what? I'm going to pull up my big girl boots, and I'm going to put my hair back in a ponytail, and I'm going to stand up tall, and I'm going to do what I was already born to do. Listen, we're built for this. We were prepared for this. And when preparation meets opportunity, it results in success. So you can't be getting ready. You have to already be ready. So that goes back to why it's so important to grow and so important to invest in yourself, because when that God opportunity comes, you have to be ready to walk in it. And when that opportunity came and I activated my faith and I said, I'm going to do this, I'm prepared for this. And when I, did my first contract with the organization, it was like, okay, let's make this happen. And the thing is, going back to collaboration, and when you build positive relationships with them, they'll come to you. Remember, being an answer, they'll ask you, what else can you do? And then they'll prepare something else for you to do with them, because you are doing it well. And so with that being said, everybody's journey is going to look different. Some people, were born to be entrepreneurs. Some people, the mantle was passed down. Some people, like myself, was pushed out there and say, look, girl, you got it all in you. Just show up. And in the words of Dr. Nicole Mason, show up great. And so, and that's exactly what happened. And from that collaboration, from that being prepared, from that building those positive relationships, it just evolved to so many places that I didn't even see or even believe that I would be at today.
Wow.
I love
This
it.
is good. This is good. So again, we are celebrating Women's History Month by shining a spotlight on our female entrepreneurs. I have two of the greatest right here.
Okay.
Dr. Tashika Green and Dr. Porter. I want you guys to tell us, what do you have next? What else do you have going on? Before we close out, we want to hear what else do you have going on? Dr. Green, let's start with you.
I'll go first if that's okay. Okay, I'll go first. So, one other entity in my business that I didn't talk about, which is very important to me and it relates to Women's History Month, is Women of Virtue Walking in Excellence. And that was actually a foundation that I started in memory of my mom, where we honor women in different areas of their careers. And so, Dr. Sharon Porter actually was a Deborah Alford Bulger Woman of Virtue honoree, and we honor women. And so, we do that every year. And through the proceeds, we give back through a scholarship to a student, a monetary donation to a student. We also have an anthology called the Women of Virtue Walking in Excellence. So that's an ongoing one-time event that we have each year as well. But along with that, and being selected as the 2022 Maryland Mother of the Year, I'll be doing some work as it relates to that. I do have a talk show with co-host Jacqueline Griffin, and she's the mother of RG3, the former NFL player for the Redskins and the Ravens. So we have a talk show that comes on every Saturday at 10 called Moms We See You. And we just let moms know we see them. It's a show for moms, by moms, and about moms, where we give them strategies and resources. And we do have an upcoming event coming up in May that will share more about that. And then this month, for Women's History Month, again, with providing healing and promoting hope, I am, along with Coach Rosalind Law, who's a certified nutritionist and herbalist. We're doing Women on the Move, Get Up and Move, a 30-day challenge about movement. And so, so what we're going to do is just, people can register for free, join our Facebook group. We'll be celebrating Women all month. We have some free virtual workout sessions that we're going to be doing to really honor providing healing and promoting hope through movement. So that's this month. And then, as I said, there will be many other professional learning and leadership series that will be coming up in the upcoming months under To Everything There's a Season, Learning Academy, and Consultant. So I am excited about the work that's taking place. And I'm so excited because I'm doing it in collaboration with some great women. It's, it's not me by myself. God gives me these God ideas. And I realize, it's bigger than me. I need some help. And so I go to these women and they never say yes, but it's the ones that God leads me to. And so I'm grateful for that. So that I'm excited about is coming up and just looking forward to that. And again, taking on the new hat as my mom is my teacher. So with that being said, I'm going to be having some work and doing some things for parents that homeschool as well, and doing that in collaboration with someone as well. So just a lot of great things happening. I'm excited and looking forward to the continued collaboration with you all as well.
Definitely. Amazing. And continue to also share information with the village. You can feel free to post within the village. I'll share. I tune in to your podcast and all your different things, and I share it as well with the village elders. So continue to share with us, and we would definitely continue to support. Dr. Porter, what do you have going on next?
So excited. Every month, every March, I do a Women Who Lead conference. Last year, it was the Women Who Lead in Education. We did amazing. It was the inaugural conference. So this year, it's the Women Who Lead in Business. I'm so excited. March 19th. We have a dynamic lineup. It's only 2.5 hours, but when I tell you it's going to be packed from bell to bell, it's going to be packed. Oh my goodness. So many amazing business entrepreneurs speaking on topics that can elevate your business. That's March 19th from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. That's Eastern time. The cost of registration is just the book, because it is the book launch for the Women Who Lead in Business. So you purchase a book, you get a ticket to the event. Also, every Wednesday at 7 p.m., we have the Women Who Lead interview and talk show. On the first Wednesday, it is Women Who Lead in Finance. On the second Sunday, it's Women Who Lead in Business. On the third Wednesday, it is Women Who Lead in Real Estate. And on Friday, which our wonderful Dr. Roz is a co-host, is Women Who Lead in Education. You can believe that every Wednesday at 7 o'clock, you're going to get some amazing women talking about amazing topics. So we hope that you join us on the Vision and Purpose Lifestyle Magazine Facebook page. And please join us for the Women Who Lead in Business Conference.
Awesome. Yes. Awesome. So listen, we are definitely going to share that within the village. I am so excited about you guys. Again, all the things that you're doing. Amazing. Congratulations and kudos. I'm going to continue to follow you and take notes. So I appreciate you for pouring into me personally. I'm not even going to talk about the village. You pouring into me. Okay.
Can I get some of that?
Okay. And you. And the village. So thank you again for all that you do. Thank you for serving, and thank you for loving others and giving your share. Right. And I appreciate you. Your final thoughts with the village. Final thoughts, Dr. Green.
Absolutely. So my final thoughts, I always tell everyone to just, look at yourself, and as you are becoming, and as you are dreaming, and as you are envisioning, as you are believing, just operate in who you are, operate in your gifts, operate in your talents, operate in your passion, operate in your calling, because somebody needs you and somebody is waiting for you to start so that they can begin as well. So we can no longer stay stagnant. We can no longer be complacent. We can no longer grab hold of fear or doubt. We just have to step up and know who we are and walk in it each and every day. And also know that we are here to help you. So whatever it is that you need, any resource, any strategy, just call on one of us and we'll be there to show you how to get to where you want to become. And I'm just excited. Thank you again, Dr. Ross. Thank you, Coach Williams. Sharon, it was great to see you. And of course, you can follow me. I'm Tashika Green on all social media. And my website is www.2seasons.com. And my saying that I always
we will share it in all the comments below or up or wherever.
Absolutely.
Definitely share.
Thank you. And my final word, I always say, if you're still here, there's purpose in you. Go and live a purposeful life.
Amen. That's a word. Dr. Porter, final thought.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I wanted to just say, as an educator, I use the CASEL framework for SEL, which is our social emotional learning for our students. And what I found that it is absolutely perfect for entrepreneurs and business. So I just want to leave that with all of the business owners that are listening. The CASEL framework basically addresses 5 broad interrelated areas of competence. And it tells you what students should know and be able to do for academic success. So if you can just put on your entrepreneur lens and listen, it works for you as well. It says you need self-awareness. Identify your thoughts, your feelings, your strengths, and recognize how they influence your choices and actions. Social awareness. Identify and understand the thoughts and feelings of others, respecting their rights and appreciating diversity. Self-management, establishing and work towards short and long-term goals and handling emotions so that they facilitate rather than interfere the task at hand. And lastly, responsible decision-making, generating, implementing, and evaluating positive and informed solutions to problems and assuming responsibility for personal decisions and behaviors. Entrepreneurs, if you have self-awareness, social awareness, self-management, and responsible decision-making, you, my friend, can be a successful business owner.
There it is. Amen. Amen. Look, that was another
you
word.
Said amen.
So, Dr. Porter, how can people reach out and find you on social media?
Absolutely. LinkedIn is the best way. And I am Sharon Hargrove Porter on LinkedIn. And if you're not on LinkedIn, at I am Dr. Sharon on all other social media platforms. Yes. So thank you. And again, I appreciate you for this opportunity. Tashika's lovely as always seeing you as well.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, ladies, so much for being a village elder. And again, thank you and love you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Have a good one.
Oh, my goodness. That was so great.
My notepad is full.
So again, guys, thank you for joining the village as we kick off Women's History Month. And we're shining a spotlight on some of my sheroes.
Girl, they mine too now.
Again, we want to encourage all of you. Again, entrepreneurship can be a little scary, but listen, you just heard it from two amazing female entrepreneurs telling you how to get it done.
It's your passion.
If it's your passion, if you have the heart to serve, how to encourage, to inspire, you can be an entrepreneur. All right. Again, just be intentional. Isn't that what we say all the time?
All the time. Every time.
So again, continue to follow The Village on Facebook and Instagram at The Village LG. And remember, teacher leadership is a mindset, not a position. See you next time.